So welcome to another edition of our programming journey. In our previous video, we talked about the header tag. We learned how to create a paragraph, how to make text bold and italic in style, how to divide a section from another section, and the likes of it. Today we'll be looking at a bit more advanced level of HTML element tag. Alright, so we'll not be deleting this one we have written. Alright, we'll be going ahead to create a different file for this particular one, and this is how you're going to do it. At your top left here, you click on this 3/ here, then look at this dot here. You are going to click on new file, so we create another file. Remember, I say you can name your HTML file anything. Alright, so I'm going to name this one. Let me say, in my own case, I'll enter something like my website 2.html. Make sure it ends with .html, no space in between these two and the dots, or no space in between these dots and the h. Alright, then when you're done, you click on OK, and we have a new file right here and ready to start coding. This is our newly created file, and this is our previous file. Alright, so the first new thing we'll be learning today is how to create link. Now let me have my header ready first. I can just decide to enter something like my links. Alright, then you break it, then you enter your links here. Assuming in my own case I want to enter something like my YouTube handle link, my Instagram link, my Facebook link, and I want to embed it here. This I'm going to type it. We use the anchor tag to create a link, and this is how we type it. Ref equals to double quotes. That href means hypertext reference, and in between the double quote is where you embed your link. For now, I'll just leave it empty. Then I can just enter like something like YouTube, then break it again, come back to create a different social media link. Then maybe I'll say, and maybe this one will say Telegram. I'll break it. Then the third one, I will say WhatsApp. Now let's see how this thing will look like on our browser. So let's preview it and see. Guys, so this is what we just created. Alright, this is what we just created. Anyone that sees this thing and know that this is a link, I'm sure you have seen this thing on the website before, and you immediately can tell that yes, this thing is actually a link. For now, if you should click on it, nothing is going to happen because there is no link embedded in between it. Now let me try to embed a link on my WhatsApp here. So I'll just enter my WhatsApp link here, which is https wa.me/my WhatsApp phone number. Alright guys, so this WhatsApp anchor tag has a link embedded inside. So let's preview it and click it to see what will happen. As you can see guys, it's redirecting me to my WhatsApp account, right? And that's that to create link. On your Telegram, you can choose to embed any link here. If it is your Telegram, It's your YouTube, you embed your YouTube link here. It mustn't be YouTube, Telegram, or WhatsApp. You can choose to create any type of link at all, even a link redirecting to user to a different website. Alright, and that's that for link. The second tag we'll be looking at today is the list tag. So what's the list tag used for? List tag is used to organize list of items, and we have two different types of list. We have the ordered list and the unordered list. First, we're going to look at the ordered list. So how do we type the ordered list, and what is the ordered list? The ordered list has a numbering order, while the unordered list do not have the numbering order. It just have a bullet short point. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. First, we are starting with the ordered list, and this is how we type it. First, I will indicate what the list is all about. So I'll enter something like my hobbies. Alright, now let's create the order list of my hobby, and this is how we type it. OL, you close it, then in between you type the list. LI, I'll enter my hobby. First I'll say coding, then I'll say football, then maybe my third list of hobbies I'll say reading. Alright, now let's review this on our browser to see the outcome. Good guys, this is our list. As you can see, it is being numbered from 1 down to 3. That is the order list we are talking about. Now let me do the same thing with unordered lists. And I'll enter the header for my unordered list of hobbies as well, and this is how we type the unordered list. Instead of the OL, we type UL. Alright, then we type the list of our hobbies in an unordered list tag. And just the same, I can choose to enter the same thing with my ordered list. Coding, football, then reading. Now let's see the output. Guys, you can see this is our unordered list. The order list is being numbered from 1 down to 3. It can be more than 3 depending on how many lists you have, while the unordered list is being bullet pointed with no numbering. Alright, that's the difference. So the next HTML element I will be looking at is the table. We are going to learn how to create table using HTML. Alright, so let's indicate our header here. You can decide to enter something like my table. Then we open our table tag. Table, then we're going to give it a 1 pixel border so that we can differentiate it with a thin line. Alright, good. Our opening and closing table tag is ready. So the next thing we'll do is we are going to create a row for our table, and this is how we type it. TR meaning table row. Alright, then in between the table row tag again, you are going to create your table head. That is the title for each column, and this is how we type it. TH meaning table head. You close it. I can decide to enter something like serial number here for my first table head column. Then my second table head column, can decide to also enter something like hobbies. Then I can Then I can add a third column here, which will be rate. That's to rate my hobby. All right, then that is that for the first row. This is our first row here, from this tr down to this closing tag of tr, and these are the headings of the row. Now let's see the outputs. All right guys, so this is our table row. Okay, now let's start computing data under each table column. All right, still you give a space here from the first row here, give it a space. Remember, it's still going to be nested inside the table tag that is currently from line 36 down to line 44. It's still going to be in between. So after the closing tag of the first row here, we start computing our table data here. So first I'll open another table row. Then inside this particular table row, I'll enter the table data. This is how we type it, TD. All right, so I could name this one 1 because this is the table data. This particular one, TD, the first table data here, belongs to this serial number. Then the table data for our second row, I could enter something like my hobby. I could enter something like coding, which goes under the table, which goes under the hobby table header. All right, then the third table data I'll be entering here is I will rate my hobby and just enter something like 10. All right, now let's review the output so that this will not confuse you much. All right guys, as you can see, this is the output so far. So you can still choose to add another row here, and this is how we do it. So if I still want to add another row here, I'll just simply type tr table row, then indicate the table data TD. Then I can name this one. Remember, the first table data goes under the first table header, which is the serial number. All right, then the second table data goes under the hobbies, which I can enter something like football. Then the third table data goes under the third table header, which is the rates. I'll still read this one, maybe read this one 9. Then let me enter a third row. I'll start with the tr again, close it, then next it, close it, then bring out the first table data, which goes under the serial number. I can name this one number 3. Then the second table data, which goes under the hobby. I can enter something like reading. Then the third table data, which goes under the third table header, which is the rating. I can then enter something like 9. All right, so let's preview the output to see what we have. Good, as you can see guys, our table is ready, and that is how to create table in using HTML. All right, you can decide to add as many rows or columns you want depending on what you are grouping. All right, that's that for that. So another element I would like us to look at, which is very important, is the image element. How to create image using HTML. all right, image tag is a self-closing tag, and this is how we type it: img srs, meaning the source of your image, equals to double quotes. In between the double quotes, you enter the source of your image. Then alt, meaning alternative, equals to your double quote. Now in between your double quotes here, you enter what is the context of your image. The reason for that is that just in case your image do not load on the browser, the text will show up. So now let me enter something like image of human being, then I'll close it here. As you can see, it's a self-closing tag. That's why you didn't see any closing tag of image appearing as immediately I close the opening one. All right, now this is very important, how to indicate or how to route properly your image source. All right, now there are two ways to go about this. You either enter your image file or you enter your image source of link, your image link. There are websites where you can convert image to link. I think I've used some of those websites. If you upload your image, then you'll be assigned a unique link to that image. But then for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to make use of file. All right, so go ahead and import one image from our device. Now look at these three dots, these three slash here at the top left corner. Then under this folder, these three dots here, you click on it, then click on import files. I'm going to click on it. So assuming I want to upload this particular image here, I'll go ahead and click it, and within seconds the image is under our folder here. Now the image name, the name of the image is really long, so we are going to rename it to something we can understand or type. So you just have to click the three dots here, then look at where they say rename. You click on it to rename your image. Leave the extension as the .png or .jpg image. Alright, you're just going to change the name after the dot extension. So let me enter something like profile.png. I'll click on OK. So our image name now is profile.png, which is under the same folder as our website. So we are going to enter the source of our image here, which is the name of the image. But first, let me preview the output so you can see something. Now it's not going to show any image. As you can see here, look at this is the image icon, meaning image is supposed to be there, but since the image is not loading, our alternative is showing, meaning it's telling us what the image is all about, image of human being. Now let me embed the image name here, which is profile.png. Now let's review the output and see. As you can see, guys, our image is here and it's really large, and if you observe closely, the alternative text is no longer showing because the image is being reloaded. All right, don't worry about this big something here. We use styling to position properly our websites, to style it properly, but now we are just dealing with HTML, so don't bother about that one. So that is how to indicate your image source using the file part. Remember, the image must live under the same folder as your website. For those who don't know what is folder, this is our folder, and those ones here are file under the folder. If I should click this thing, you can see they disappear, and if I should click it, they reappear, meaning the three files here live under this person here. So that is that for image. So let's break this thing here. So going back to the link, you can also decide to nest the link inside a paragraph. Actually, it mustn't be just that one. So assuming I have this random text here, then I can choose to enter the anchor tag here, href, equals to I can choose to enter any link there, click it. Then maybe here I can enter the text, click, here to gain access. So let's review the output and see something. Let me remove the image. Alright guys, so this is the paragraph we just created, and we nest a link inside our paragraph. So anyone that sees this paragraph now and see this particular phrase here, click here being highlighted, you immediately tell that that is a link. Alright, but now that no link is being embedded inside, it's not going to do anything if you should click on it. So if you want user to enter any link here, this is where you embed the link. You embed it in between the double quotes hypertext reference. Alright, so that is all for today guys. A quick recap: we learned about link, how to create link and how to embed links. Then we looked at how to create list, ordered list and unordered list. Then we also look at how to create table, rows and column. Then we also looked at how to create an image and how to embed your image file in your image link HTML. Alright, then lastly we also look at how we can nest an anchor tag in between a paragraph tag. And that is all for today. So as usual, I'll be giving you an assignment on what to code on this particular session for today. And don't forget, when you are done with your coding, you're going to long press on this, copy it, and you're going to host it live on my website in less than how many seconds. So long press on any text here on your HTML, click on / something there to highlight all the code. Then you click on this icon here to copy it. Then head on to my hosting website. Here. Then the link you copied, put it on this terminal as usual. Paste it there. Then don't forget to enter site name right here. Don't forget to enter your site name. Now, this is the second website you'll be hosting, and I would recommend you enter the same site name as the previous one. Then you indicate, like, you have something here like number 1, or if you're already deployed Benfei, if you're already deployed number 1, you can just enter something like number 2. Alright, if you enter the same name as the previous one you hosted, it's just going to override that one and just update it and not deploy new one. You understand what I mean? So you just enter your site name, the previous one you entered, the previous one you deployed, then you indicate either number 1 or number 2. On our WhatsApp community. Alright, so I'll be seeing you in the next video session. Our next session now is going to be the last session for HTML. After that, we'll be moving properly to CSS, which is going to give a nice look to our website. All right, it won't just be a very plain, it won't just be plain something we are coding. We're going to learn how to style all of this in our next 2 sessions. All right, so see you in our next last HTML session.